In the tide of war, man has made many great researches, but none more important than what successfully brings the pursuit of happiness. So far, research has discovered that socialization is the key to happiness, to bring a unique and fresh breath of air to the joyful individual. Games and sports also heavily influence people's joy. But recent discoveries show that there is something that has an even greater effect on happiness than any of the aforementioned. Well, what is this effect, you may ask yourself? What could possibly benefit you more than the humans you spend time with? Well, surprisingly enough, the answer doesn't come in the form of a human, rather a dog. Research shows that the loyal canine is truly man's best friend, providing a great sense of joy and connection when interacting with the user. These dogs provide a sensation like no other, and that's why Duck Hunt Dog joins the Amiibo tournament.
That's right guys, Amiibo Royale is entering Duck Hunt into the Amiibo tournament.
Why, thank you for having me, fishy goldfish. I chose Duck Hunt because he's a dog. And how many dogs are in Smash Brothers? Only one that I can recall, and isn't that what's the important thing? I feel like this is a strategic choice because if you don't root for me, that means you hate puppies. And nobody likes anybody that hates puppies. And you know what else? People who hate puppies, yeah, you probably kick babies too. Yeah, you kick babies. Now that we have that across, and now that we know you're not a baby kicker or a puppy hater, let's get a few things straight. Everybody's favorite dog is rocking the name Air Bud, as well as the golden alternate costume. Why is he named Air Bud? Ta-da! The best movie ever! I set my Amiibo to play very defensively with some defensive moves so he can wall out the opponent and regain health in his downtime.
Now that Air Bud's all set up, let's start the training. We're gonna go to a regular Smash battle set to 3 stocks, final destination only, and no items. We'll scan Air Bud in, and I'll play as a character with the exact same custom moves so we can learn some combos. So without any further ado, let's have another training montage, which Amiibo Royale even helped with. This is gonna be good.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was high class, but that was just a lie. Called y'all high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Take it, boy. They said you was high class, and that was just a lie. Called y'all high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was high class, but that was just a lie. Called y'all high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Take it, boy. They said you was high class, and that was just a lie. Called y'all high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine.
The winner is Duck Hunt.
With Airbud's training complete, let's see how he does against the level 9 CPUs. The same rules apply as from before, so nothing really new here. 3 stock and Final Destination stages with no items. His first opponent is against Pac-Man, and his health recovery helps out so much, kind of like with every single character, because he manages to win 3 stocks to none. Not too shabby to start it off. Looks like the training paid off. His next opponent is against Diddy Kong, who was one of the best characters in the game. But, just like before, he manages to go 3 stocks to nothing, almost having a perfect game, but not quite. Still. Finally, his last opponent is against Rosalina, also a really good character, getting off a really good Meteor Smash right at the beginning. Unfortunately, even though it looks like Airbud is going for another 3 stock win, he manages to lose 2 stocks right at the end against Rosalina, but still not that big of a deal because he manages to win at the end.
Now that Airbud's all trained up, have we gained your support in the Amiibo tournament? And if we haven't, that means you hate puppies. That also means you kick babies. That also means you laugh at orphans. And that also means that you're
Let us know down below if you're supporting Amiibo Royale and Airbud in the Amiibo tournament. And also try and guess who's coming next based on the clue in the video. Stay tuned for the upcoming Amiibo tournament.
Hey, before you sign out of this video, make sure to drop a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. And to check out some more sexy Duck Hunt content over on Amiibo Royale.